See, in the previous session, we completed till here. This slide where rotational speed of the earth, as I calculated and told you that 1 degree means 4 minutes. So how many minutes it will be for 12 degree and 30. So this was done. Now let's go ahead. The next topic, waves. What are waves? In this picture, you can see that the water, these three pictures which are there on the screen is your water. Now, when you throw something in the water, if that water is still, that means stable, and when you throw something in the water, what will happen? The ripples will be created. These are the ripples which are created in the water. In the second picture also you can see that the ripples which are generated in this water. Now these ripples which are generated can be because of throwing the thing or blowing the wind. So when the wind blows, or if you blow, you can see the ripples which are formed in the water. So this is how the ripples are formed in water. Similarly, ripples will be formed in the sea also. So those ripples which are generated in the sea are called waves. The sea water, you can see the sea water gets pushed by the wind energy, the wind. So as the sea water gets pushed by the wind, the ripples are generated in the water on the surface of the water. Surface means the top portion of the water. The ripples are generated on the surface of water, and these are called waves. So you can see a huge waves. Means what? From this you can guess that water does not have any movement, but the movement of water is because of the wind, because of the energy which is there in the water. There is a movement of water. Moving ahead, you can see here how the waves are generated up and down. And if you look at this picture carefully, you can see the wave is at one place. The movement of the wave is actually at one place. But as the wave is in motion, you feel that it is moving. This will show you that how it happens in the sea also. The waves are moving up and down, not forward and backward, not to and fro. It is up and down. See the slide. Here also in the slide, you can see the waves are moving up and then going down. But it did not change the place. It is at the same place. Movement is at the same place. But you feel that the wave is coming towards you. So the waves bring the energy. Waves bring the energy near the coast. And the generation of waves which are there, the waves when they are generated in water, it is only a natural phenomenon. We are not making the waves. We are not giving that energy. It is natural. So generation of waves or the creation of waves it's a natural phenomena and even a regular one. Daily this happens. So it is regular and natural. Now let us see the structure of a wave. I have shown here one wave. This red line, this red wavy line is your wave. Now, what are the parts of the wave? So, here you can see the top of the wave, the apex part of the wave. This one, the peak, is called a crest. The bottom part, this one, it makes this U shape, is your trough. So, the top or the peak is called a crest, and the bottom here with a dent here, it is called a trough. The distance between the crest and another crest, horizontal distance, from the consecutive distance between one to another crest, this distance is called wavelength. And the distance between a crest and a trough, that is the vertical distance I'm talking about, the distance between a crest and a trough is called amplitude. So this horizontal distance between the two crests is called a wavelength, and the distance between one crest and a trough, this part vertical crest and a trough, is called the amplitude. So this is your structure of wave. Now, velocity of waves. So I'll go back to the slide where I have to show you that if you throw anything in water, here, example, if you throw anything in water, it will remain there. It will float at the same place. It won't go ahead. It won't move ahead. It will float at the same place. This shows that if anything you throw on in the water, and if it is lighter in weight, it will float. Example, thermocol, if you throw, then it will float over here at the same place. Why? Because I told you the movement of the water is also at the same place. The waves which are generated in the sea is because of energy, but the waves are generated, they are moving at the same place. So whenever you are throwing anything in water, the lighter one, it will move, it will remain there at the same place. So velocity of waves, the object moves up and down at the same place. Remember, when water in the waves, that water in the waves does not move. Water does not move. What moves is the energy in water. Now see the generation of waves, as I was telling you simultaneously when the slides were on, that it is only because of the wind energy. Because of the wind, the waves are created or generated in the sea. Now look at this picture, the earthquake and or volcanic eruption. It can be any. Either there will be a volcanic eruption or the earthquake. Now earthquake is on the land and even volcanic eruption, but it can be underwater also. Earthquake can take place underwater. What is there underwater? Underwater also there is land. You see this part, the sea level, but below the sea level, under the water, there is land. So that earthquake or volcanic eruption can take place in water also. And when this volcanic eruption or earthquake takes place, they will generate huge tall waves, which are called tsunamis. Such huge waves with a great height in the shallow waters will be generated. And these waves are very destructive. It will destroy the houses around. Usually the coastal areas will have the danger of these waves. So these destructive waves are tall, and these waves are called tsunamis. Where it occurred? Tsunami, you can see here water all around. So this happened in Indonesia. In Indonesia, near the Sumatra Islands. This is the location of the Sumatra Islands in Indonesia. Here tsunami took place. Tsunami means, I told you, the waves are very destructive. That means what happened near the Sumatra Islands or on the Sumatra Islands? There was an earthquake underwater, or we can say earthquake or volcanic eruption took place underwater, which led to high, huge, tall waves, and it destroyed the entire Sumatra island. Same thing happened in India also. In India, because of the tsunami waves, which were created in water due to earthquake or volcanic eruption. In India, tsunami waves devastated the east coast. This is the east coast of India and east coast of Sri Lanka down here. So these two east coast were devastated. Tsunami waves devastated the east coast of India and Sri Lanka. Now the waves cause erosion. Why the waves are causing erosion along the headlands? See here in this picture, you can see the water, movement of water and the erosion. You can see here, this part is the land, and this part of the land, it is the headland towards the water. So this land is being eroded. So now you have to answer my question. Tell me, what is erosion? What is erosion? What is erosion? Explain. Why your screens are off? Vignesh, I can see you today. Webcam is working? Just a minute.
Sorry. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher, this is my brother's phone. I'm in my native place.
Oh, you are in your native place. Okay, okay. Fine, come on, tell me the answer for what do you mean by erosion?
Voice is breaking.
Whose voice? Are you able to unmute yourself? Are you able to unmute? No. Just check now. Yeah. And tell me, what do you mean by erosion?
Yes, teacher. Now able to.
Teacher,
Erosion of soil.
teacher,
It is
teacher,
Erosion
means
cutting.
landslide. Hello.
In which earthed material are worn away and transported by natural forces such as wind or water move together by liquid
okay.
water, wind or ice.
Okay,
Teacher,
okay,
the
fine.
soil erosion
Fine.
is going decreasing. Teacher, erosion means cutting.
Okay, fine. You have given me all different variety of answers. So now I'll explain you what do you mean by erosion. Just observe my screen. Example, if you take a heap of a sand, if you make a heap of a sand or a soil, okay, and when you pour water, what will happen to that sand or the soil? Heap is
It
there,
will get wet.
and then what will happen? If it is sand,
And broke.
Get wet.
okay, after that what will happen?
Wet and get break.
Can you give me a proper answer? What will happen to that flow?
It will get mixed, teacher.
Yeah, it will get
What will happen to the flow of the sand?
Get mix.
That heap of soil or sand, when you pour water, what will happen? It will flow.
It will melt down.
Yes, it
It will
will
melt.
flow.
Melt.
It will flow. Not melt, it will flow. So when you pour water, it will flow. That means what has happened? The heap of the sand which was there, because of that water, that there was a flow. That much soil is wasted. That much soil or sand is eroded. It has eroded the heap. That is erosion. Okay. So here also, when
Yes, it.
near the coast, land is there, water is also there. So because of the push of the water, every time regularly it erodes because it rubs the land. The water rubs the land, so it erodes the land and the shape of the land changes. So let us go back to the screen and check how the shape of the land has changed. That is erosion, eroding. Here you can see water and this is the land. And because of the push of the water, daily you can see there is an erosion which has taken place over here. It has changed the shape of the land. This is the land along the coast, which now, and because of this erosion, create beaches in the protected locations in the bay.
PO? You don't know.
Okay, I'll mute again. Moving ahead, as I told you, earthquake or volcanic eruption are very dangerous. So always remember, if the earthquake occurs in the ocean, the coastal areas face a risk of tsunami. Now you have to tell me, what do you mean by coastal areas? Who can answer my question? Coastal areas.
Teacher, the area near the
The
ocean.
areas near the sea.
The area near the
Randomly.
sea.
Roll number 7. Roll number
The
7.
area
Unmute.
near the ocean.
Roll number 7 will unmute. Who's roll number 7?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, please tell me the answer.
Teacher,
What do you mean by coastal areas?
Teacher, near the sea.
Yeah, the places which are located near the sea.
Near the sea.
Yeah, so what will happen if the earthquake or tsunami, earthquake or volcanic eruption takes place underwater? That means tsunami will come. What will happen to the place?
So there will be a risk of tsunamis to the coastal areas.
What will happen?
Destroy houses.
Very good. It will destroy the houses. That means you know that these waves are very destructive. Whatever is around near the coast, whatever is around near the coast, these tsunami waves will destroy everything. So if earthquake occurs in the ocean, the coastal areas face a risk of tsunamis. And if you know that now the tsunamis, because we get the alerts before coming. Just now there was an alert to the Raigad district, mostly entire because of that, whatever coastal areas were in danger. You must have seen in the news also. Dapoli, till now there is no current, electricity current over there because of all these things which are happening. So here also, if such thing happen, tsunamis will come. It is better to go away from the coast or towards higher altitudes. Higher altitude means to a greater heights. At a height you have to go. This way loss of life can be avoided. Loss of life means because of loss, because life means our life will be at danger. And if you don't want to lose, if you don't want to die or any mishap should not happen with you, then you should go away from the coast towards the higher altitudes. I hope the lesson is clear to you all now.